There's a lot of comfort when you're working for someone else. Consistent paychecks, benefits, predictable hours, but in this day and time, not many of these jobs are safe.
Yeah, you may work for a company with a board of directors that could at any time decide to cut back and leave you out in the cold. So have you ever thought about breaking free, starting your own company, working for yourself? If so, tonight's Newsmaker and the local nonprofit she runs could be an invaluable resource. The Wake Forest Innovation Quarter, 330 acres of mostly former R.J. Reynolds cigarette plants. They've been turned into, among other things, a home for educators, researchers, and scientists to work alongside entrepreneurs to come up with everything from cures to diseases to advances in technology.
We're making this fascinating transition from manufacturing to technology. Winston-Salem has got all the energy going now. We're making investments. We're making deliberate choices. It's time for us to rise up and claim what we want to be.
It should come as no surprise the Innovation Quarter is the professional home of Karen Barnes. She grew up in Winston-Salem, spent a few years in journalism and advertising, started a couple of her own companies, and now runs a nonprofit called Venture Cafe Winston-Salem.
It's Venture Cafe night. It is biotech night tonight. Thank you all so much for being here.
Every Thursday, Venture Cafe hosts these gatherings to connect innovators and entrepreneurs.
What can we create together? How can we help each other? How can we get connected to be stronger together?
You've been quoted as saying that this is a lot more than people coming together for an adult beverage and a cup of coffee.
Absolutely.
What do you mean by that?
I don't like to call Venture Cafe a networking event, which I think a lot of what those different types of events are. And you could spend every day in Winston-Salem going to networking events.
In fact, business card exchanges are discouraged here in hopes of establishing relationships and encouraging conversations. Each name tag features only a name and a number that signifies how many times a person's attended one of these events.
And that is so people can't edit you out.
Typically, these gatherings run from 5 to 8 p.m., with the first hour being what you see here, people meeting and communicating with each other. The time from 6 until 8 o'clock is more structured.
So from 6 to 8, you're going to come into Venture Cafe and you're going to have your choice of 5 to 6 different programs to attend over the course of 2 hours that could be everything from hearing from an investor what investors are looking for, to how to build a more resilient culture, to a startup story of someone who has actually been through it.
6 months later, we're left with the patient's own cells and the patient's own bridge.
At this gathering, the headliner is internationally renowned physician Dr. Anthony Atala, who runs the Wake Forest Institute for Regenerative Medicine.
Biotech is one of those real strengths that Winston-Salem has that we need to build on.
But that's not the only focus.
One day I'll take over Starbucks.
Camden Myers is a young man Venture Cafe has and is helping. We featured him in a story last year. He runs Cam's Coffee Creations, a pop-up style coffee business he and his mom set up around town. He even has his own line of coffee products.
So they're looking at, do we need to go into K-Cups? Do we need to expand our online platform? So we're helping them with some mentoring. So Boston, St. Louis, Miami, Rotterdam, we just opened an office in Tokyo and Winston-Salem. I would say if you have an idea, come, let us help you get connected, because you don't have to go through it alone. Whether it's connecting you with an attorney around IP, or helping you to get involved with a startup weekend, or get connected with business planning or financial planning, we can help get you connected. Those connections are absolutely what will drive your success. I've had people come up to me crying and say, Karen, Venture Cafe is helping me realize what my potential is helping me conquer my fears, and is helping me go after my dream.
Again, as you just heard Karen say, Winston-Salem is one of just a few Venture Cafe cities worldwide. It is funded locally by corporations and foundations, as well as personal donations. These gatherings, again, are free and happen every Thursday. For more information on locations and times, check out the website venturecafewinstonsalem.org, or take the link from this story on our website at myfox8.com.